of April 2025, and this is Chickens on the Loose podcast. And in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the post-match Chesterfield game, the pre-match Doncaster game, the weather forecast for the Doncaster game. The podcast is going to run from about 6 till 6:30 today due to me going for a meeting. So we're going to trim a few things, but we're still going to have the chat about, vent about anything. Also, the what's on your plate. See, there's a couple of fans here, so we're going to start off with obviously Haru and Lee. We'll talk about the Bradford game, about Chesterfield, and then I'll bring Becky in, and then we'll get Harry in to talk about his team. And if anybody else wants to come and join, feel free to search for Chickens on the Loose podcast on X, or just search podcast Chickens on X and you'll find me. We are live on TikTok and YouTube, so if you can, get your score predictions in. So let's get this party started, shall we? Right, Haru and Lee, welcome aboard. Glad to see you back, Lee.
Thank you.
And
hey, Lee, welcome
Haru.
to see you back.
Cheers, Haru.
Right, lads. What happened at Chesterfield? Starting off with Haru. I know you were there doing your press thing, Haru.
Say that again, Johnny.
So you were doing your press thing at the Chesterfield game?
Unfortunately, I got word back from the EFL and the Doncaster Rovers head of media. Unfortunately, due to the high risk of the game, I won't be allowed to do my press thing for Doncaster versus Bradford due to
So I'm on about the Chesterfield, Haru. So you're at the Chesterfield game.
Say that again.
So you did your press thing at the Chesterfield game, didn't you?
Yes.
So what was your thoughts on the game?
Right, so thoughts on Chesterfield game. Obviously, I was doing my press thing back there. Obviously, Bobby Pointer's goal, amazing when he went through. Sarcevic on the penalty, and then obviously Alex Pattinson with the last to make it 3. What was it? 3-2. But obviously Chesterfield did equalise last minute of the game, and then we ended it in a 3-3 draw at Chesterfield. Do you know what? It's like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. In the second half, we are just letting it in. We are just letting them score in the second half, because in the first half we were doing absolutely amazing. We were 2-1 up in the first half, and then in the second half they just scored 2 more goals to make it 3. To make it 3-3, and obviously, I think Graham Alexander is using some old tactics that shouldn't be used really. Going too defensive in the second half, taking like people like Sarcevic off and putting Tommy Leon. We could have had George Lapsley on. Obviously, it's just making it difficult for me to say now, because obviously we've got 2 games now. Starting tomorrow, there'll be the last 2 games of the season. Chesterfield do you know what? I'm going to say it was a good game. I can't deny it was a good game, but we need to up the tactics on that. We need to change up tactics, because I feel like it's the same tactics every single time.
Okay, and Lee, welcome back, Lee.
Well,
Glad you're feeling better, bud. Missed you.
I am, mate. I've still got a bit of a cough, but yeah, it's just been since January. This cough has just come and gone and come again, and it's just driven me nuts, really. The game itself, at 3-1, there were only one team going to win that game. And then Alexander strikes, and we know what happened. Too many defensive changes that just didn't work. They're just getting each other's way. Is it my ball? Is it your ball? Is it his ball? Is it anybody's ball? It just really just freaks me out. We had Lapsley on thing. He said today that he didn't fancy Lapsley as a defensive midfielder. He's a midfielder. Midfielders tackle people. Well, last time I played football, I did. Still got the scars to prove it. You know, what is he talking about? Lapsley is a midfielder, but is a go forward one, a bit like Patterson and stuff. They've got to do the defensive work as well. Otherwise, why are they there? You know, you pick footballers for positions. 5 and 6 centre halves in the game is just like, 7 at Swindon. It's like, has he had a brain fart or something? Somebody pinched his last 2 brain cells this season. I don't know what's going on with him. It makes no sense to anybody that follows football for me. I can understand parking bus and stuff like that. Bradford City have and have always been a side that prides on the old Bradford chant, the Bradford End chant from, back when I first started. Attack, 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 attack. You don't sit back and sit on your ass and hope somebody else is going to get you out at Maya. Because it never happens, it never has, and it never will for Bradford. We need to attack and we need to keep this foot on that throttle and get forward, as we used to say. So that's the game itself. There were only one team in it. If we'd have kept attacking, but no, one of them's been a bit poorly and one of it. Well, why were he in team? Yeah. Lapsley, not long ago, got Division 2 Player of the Month. He hasn't appeared in the team since. Not as a player. Been on bench, but he's not as a player. Just mental. Yeah,
it's a curse, isn't it? You get the Player of the Month / Player of the Manager and the team just goes to pot.
Or your manager doesn't like you. I don't know what Lapsley has to do to get a game. I've seen him get back and defend well.
So with the Chesterfield game late, obviously we were winning 2-0, everybody were happy. And then they scored. And then second half.
Well, we got another goal. We went to 3-1, didn't we? And we were looking comfortable.
We played well. And that's just when it changed, really. The roller coaster ride of following Bradford. I admit, I left Chesterfield about the 80th minute because I couldn't take it. I was rattling. So I jumped in the car, put BBC sounds on. I listened to the rest of the game while driving back down the motorway because I was gone. I couldn't cope, and obviously they scored.
I hope they made Alexander walk home.
Yeah, I hope they put him in a taxi.
No, make him walk. Make him walk. Strap him to the front of the bus and make him pull it.
Yeah, you can't get away with that now, Lee, can we?
Can try.
So, what we're really here for is Doncaster versus Bradford preview. We have got a Doncaster fan waiting in the wings. So let's get this Doncaster Bradford preview on the go. So for people who join, or recently joined, or basically just joining for the first time, or regulars, I'll just start off with the referee, go over a few stats, go over back to the TNA article, and then I'll bring other people in. So the referee is Ross Joyce. He's from Cleveland. In League One, he's had 13 appearances, 47 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, no penalties. In League 2, he's had 11 appearances, 41 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, no penalties. The EFL Trophy, he's had 2 appearances, 6 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 2 appearances, 10 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 8 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 30 appearances, 122 yellow cards, 2 second yellows, 2 reds, and no penalties. And then going over to a bit of stats for you, Andy Cook is currently still the top goal scorer on 12 with no assists, 22 matches played. I know I can't pronounce his name for crap. Monex, 16 goals, 12 assists. He's like best player there going. Doncaster have scored 10 goals in the last 5 matches. Haven't lost in 9 matches. And Luke Monax is ranked 2 in big chance of creating in the competition, 18. Bradford have scored 10 goals in their last 5 matches. Andy Cook has the most shots on target per match for Bradford City, 1.4. And Jamie Walker has created the most big chances for Bradford in 8. So the game is live tomorrow on Sky Sports at 12:30, live from the eco-powered stadium. And a couple past results. Bradford have lost 2-0 against Port Vale. Bradford have beaten Crewe Alexandra 2-0. Lost against Swindon in that 5-4 epic game. Drawn against Notts County and drawn against Chesterfield. And Doncaster have beaten Cheltenham, drawn against AFC Wimbledon, drawn against Salford, won at Tranmere, and won at Colchester. Then heading over to the Simon Parker article. I do apologise if I do butcher names. If you are regular to this, I think it might cheer your day up, but I'm absolutely shocking at pronouncing names. So in that, they've got Lone, then they've got Sterry, Bailey, Anderson, Maxwell, Crew, Broadbent, Monex, Clifford, Jordan Gibson, who used to play for Bradford, and then Street, with 5,000-year-old Billy Sharp on the bench, with Westbrook, McGrath, Ironside, Kelly, Ennis, and Lawler. Their league position is top. And then Bradford City possible starting lineup is Walker, Byrne, Baldwin, Shepherd, Halliday, Kia, Patterson, Tayo, Zav, Poynton with Cav, with Mellor, Lapsley, Walker, Wright, Critch, and Huntington and Hilton all on their bench. The referees City have not lost their last 8 games when Middlesbrough, Ross Joyce has been in the middle, winning 6 of them. So you can read into that what you want to read into that. The match odds are Doncaster, if you do bet, 23-20, City 23-10, and the draw is 9-4. Last time these sides met, Doncaster became the first away side to win at Valley Parade this season with a 2-1 victory in October. Right, Miss Becky, the Doncaster fan.
Hey up, Johnny, how you doing, mate?
I'm alright, love, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Thank you for coming on today. So what is happening at Doncaster currently? Who do we need to look out for? And just, have you got any team news for us? Any injuries? Any bookings?
Yeah, so it's beautifully set up. I think it's a mixture of nerves and excitement going into it, but I think everyone would have took it at the start of the season. Team news actually has all been pretty positive from our point of view. We've got Jay McGrath and Joe Ironside that are supposed to come back into the squad. Billy Sharp's just served a 3-match suspension. He'll be back in the squad as well. We've been playing, ironically, with our third choice centre back and our best central midfielder. Is our 2 central defenders for the past couple of games, and won both of them 3-0. So a couple of clean sheets. I expect, to be honest, McCann to go unchanged and to kind of do that don't fix what's not broken kind of approach. I think Owen Bailey, that's our best central midfielder. By putting him in central defence, it leaves it open for Charlie Crew to stay in our starting 11. He's a young lad that we've got on loan from Leeds. I think we've won every game that he started. He's got loads of energy. He's calm on the ball. He's creative.
Let me just say, boo. You mentioned the L word. Just saying.
Yeah, sorry, it should be forbidden in this, shouldn't it? But yeah, I think going into the game, I expect it to be, other than Jack Senior, that's now out for the season, that's been covering at left back. James Maxwell will come back in from him. I expect it to be unchanged, but with Donny having a stronger bench than what we've had previously.
So before we get to Haru and Lee and others, just to summarise what can happen this weekend, obviously we'll go through the rest in a bit, but Doncaster can confirm promotion if they beat Bradford, and Doncaster can win the league if they win and Port Vale lose. And for Bradford will promote it if they win against Doncaster, and Walsall lose against Ackley and Stanley. Who are they exactly? So, Haru, what's your thoughts on the Doncaster versus Bradford game live on Sky?
Johnny, it's like I told you before, it's going to be a tough game for both sides. Obviously, Doncaster will want to win, and they want Port Vale to drop points so they can win the league. And obviously, we need to win, and we need Port Vale and Walsall to drop points for us to be first place. And obviously, we need Walsall just to drop points to secure our spot in the automatics. Obviously, it's going to be a tough game for both sides. Do not get me wrong. It will be a tough game. And obviously, both fans will be backing their own teams. Obviously, they'll all be backing our own teams and to push and push. And last push for the last away game for Bradford to hopefully budge it up from third to either second or first. So I'm gonna have to go in. I'm just gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say Bradford 3. Doncaster 2.
And I forgot to ask Becky, what's your score prediction?
I mean, it could go anyway, can't it? It's just been
I'm
such
sorry,
a...
but I had to get out of there because obviously it's going to be a tough game. We don't know what the scoreline will be. It could be the other way around, you know what I mean? End of the day.
It's a good job I like you, Haru. I'll be able to come back on that prediction post-match. No, I think from a Donny perspective, I think both teams have shown that they're capable of scoring goals. I think it'll be a score draw. I'm going to go 2-2.
My head and my heart saying we're going to win 1-0, and my head saying we're going to draw. Lee, what's your thoughts on Doncaster vs Bradford?
Every game, been saying it for weeks now. Anybody that's heard me talk about anything, every game now, we've got a target on our back. Everybody wants to beat Bradford and try and make it into that third spot, that second spot. We don't know, do we? We don't know where we're going to finish. We're not going to be champions. I can live with that. I can live with not being second. I can live with going up as third. But we need to get out of this division, and I'm sure Doncaster fans will be agreeing. Both teams need to be in first division next season. It's as simple as that. Score prediction. I'm going to go for my usual 2-0 Bradford or 2-1. But right now, if somebody said, Ely, it's 1-0 Bradford, I'd take that too. I can see it being a draw, but I'm going to go for 2-0 because I'm an optimistic soul. Come on, City.
You've got to be right at some point, aren't you, Lee?
Yeah, we don't really have a choice, do we? You got to back your team.
That's it.
Bradford born, Bradford bred. Strong in arm and weak in head. Yeah, that's the one.
Becky, I don't know if you've seen the hashtag today, but a certain legend, Mr. Lord Andrew Cook, looks like he's on the grass.
I've seen it, and I remember actually saying to you last night, is there any chance at all? Is there any chance at all that he's going to feature this season? So
no, he's just jogging at minute. He's with physio staff.
With his record against Donny, though, you probably only need to stand him in the 6-yard box and he'll score. You don't need to do any running.
Trouble is, he doesn't need to run because he'd be offside most of the time. Don't think he's that mobile at minute.
To be honest, we're pretty poor from set pieces, so just stand him in box of a corner, and it don't matter if it's short, it's lad on pitch, he'll still get a header.
You do have a point.
So does Becky, Haru, or Lee, have you got anything else you want to chat about the Doncaster Bradford game?
It's just going to be tough. It's just going to be really, really, really tough. Yeah. Doncaster's not an easy place to go when you need 3 points. We need 3 points, so hook or by crook, any means necessary, we need 3 points.
Nothing else for me, other than anyone that's going to the game. Obviously, it's going to be a big crowd and things like that. Yeah. Just stay safe.
Oh, one bugbear with that.
Oh, don't say it.
You know what I'm saying? It's what is going on with tickets? You know, we would have filled at your stadium.
So, my opinion on it, and obviously it'll divide, everyone's got a different opinion on this. I've had quite a few Donny fans on Twitter today saying that they were upset that we'd not actually released them for sale for the home fans. But from my perspective, I look at that crew game against Bradford when they got a penalty in front of your cop, and they missed. And to me, that just says everything about why we've not given you any more tickets. I just think with everything.
I don't honestly think Doncaster are scared of playing Bradford at this moment in time.
I don't. Well, they made the decision before then, didn't they? But I don't think it's that. I just think with the season being as it is, you'll take every little advantage that you can get. I mean, we played Crewe in the playoffs last year. They won both tosses for the penalty shootout. So they took the first one and against their own fans, and they won the penalty shootout. And if you're superstitious, maybe you just think, I'll take any little advantage that I can get.
Yeah.
Right. So sorry to rush everybody because we're not here that long today. So the weather forecast for tomorrow, the sun will rise at 5:41 and will set at 8:25 p.m. It's going to start off being 7 degrees with cloudy, and the sun will make appearance about 12 o'clock just before kickoff, and it's going to be a nice balmy 16 degrees. And then when we start to leave Doncaster, it's going to start coming down to 16, 15, and then 13 degrees. That's your weather forecast. Right. Quickly go now to Harry, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
So, Harry, Notts County will be guaranteed a playoff spot if their win against Harrogate and Colchester fail to win. Simple question to ask you. Are you going in playoffs, yes or no?
I don't know at the minute. For my recent performances, I would say no, but then I'm going to be optimistic and say yes.
Okay. Becky, do you want to shout about, vent about anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I might do tomorrow, depending on how the game goes.
Haru?
Nothing, I don't think. I just hopefully that we will hopefully we can smash out the park. Obviously, I just want to say this. You get behind the lads. We need the atmosphere more than now than ever at the Eco Power Stadium. So just to make sure everyone just does their bit in the atmosphere, for the atmosphere, sing, chant, do whatever, and get behind the lads, encourage them, and let's bring these 3 points back to Valley Parade.
Harry?
I don't really have anything to say, but apart from hopefully we can bring back the 3 points, and good luck to your guys' game, and hopefully it's a good result.
Lee?
I just hope Alexander's back on bench tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I've
Yes.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
But I just hope, leave the defence alone.
Well,
Strengthen the
Guardiola
midfield.
plays John Stones in midfield.
If we had John Stones, we might even try the same. But we're talking Bradford City, not England.
It just made me laugh when he said that in his pre-match.
He's a plant. The happiest thing I saw today was Andy Cook jogging down and round pitch at training, so that made me smile, because I don't think he's going to be playing. Not unless they've pulled a massive flanker. And I doubt it.
You'll see quite a lot of memes if I think Andy Cook ends up on the bench tomorrow.
It's too soon, mate.
Some miracle. I don't know. I've never seen pigs fly or Jesus walk on water as yet.
You never know, he might be a water boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Might
yeah.
be there for cheer on.
And I think he'd do it and all. Yeah, lads, come on, get on with the job, like.
So, have I got anything to chat about, vent about, anything? No, I ain't got anything really, just...
No, just Alexander. Hands off.
Just one thing there, hang on. Becky, is Luke Monolou going to try his cheat code again tomorrow?
I mean, his habit is he'll hog the flanks as much as possible. He'll try and stretch the game, and then he'll cut inside onto his left foot, and he likes to have a shot.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. It took him 18 months to settle in. It took him 18 months to settle in, and he's not looked back over these past 18 months. As I said, Alexander said in his pre-match, he's not obviously focusing on him. He thinks there's other good players and vice versa and things like that. But I think if you can show him out on the outside, mind you, we got an assist for our first goal last game by going on outside and putting a great ball across the box with his right foot. So
you've shown what a good team you are at Doncaster in a similar way to like we have with two similar teams.
I think it's the difference, I suppose, between this year and last year is that we've those games where we've not played as well, and I could probably honestly hand on heart count on one hand how many really good performances.
You've got some players that hurt to not. You know,
we've got some players that can actually score us that winning goal, and we're drawing more games than we're losing, so we're picking up them points where maybe
nobody likes to come second best in playoffs, though, do they?
No, God, no, that was heartbreaking.
That's what I'm saying. You've got some pain there that's be doing the best.
Also, Becky,
yes,
we looks like we are playing in our blue kit tomorrow.
Is that your lucky kit?
That's our lucky kit where we've only won one game in it, if my memory serves me correctly, Lee.
All right.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. Games
I won't sleep tonight now. Thanks for that.
The games of this magnitude. You look.
I absolutely cannot stand that blue kit.
Honestly,
it's like a Carlisle rip-off if you've not seen it, Becca.
I'll have a look online.
Carlisle and Chelsea.
Right. What's on your plate, Becca?
What's
what for your tea, love?
I might just have some soup. You know, I feel I'm a little bit too excited to eat. So
Kid at Christmas, eh?
You know, something like a kid at Christmas. Well, I don't know whether it's excited or nervous, to be honest. I feel a bit sick.
Haru?
Me and the family went off to Nando's at 7, so gonna have a nice Nando's.
Nice. Make sure you got loads of chicken, mate, yeah? Fill your boots.
Get that protein in.
Yeah. Harry?
Chicken
I
nuggets and
don't-
chips.
What, with a fruit shoot?
Yeah.
Packet of Haribo's on the side. I don't know what I'm having at the minute.
Alright, Lee, what about yourself?
I've had mine. I've had a meat and potato pie, chips, mushy peas, and a nice chutney toasted, touching 2 for 2, please.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It
I've
was.
absolutely no idea what I'm having.
Sounds a bit nice, that, doesn't it? Whew.
Bit of mint sauce as well. Lovely jubbly.
I recommend you try the food at the stadium tomorrow. Anyone that's going, by the way, it's pretty decent scran.
Yeah, expensive scram, won't it?
It's that standard stadium prices, but you get a
All
lot
football
for it.
fans say that.
Sorry.
All football fans say that.
Well, I think you could pay about £6 for pulled pork with nacho cheese sauce and fries and things like that. I'll send you some pictures. It looks decent.
Before I forget, actually, Wayne BFC AFC, he is supporting 2 teams tomorrow. He sent me a picture.
What, Doncaster and Bradford?
Nope, he's supporting Accrington, Stanley and Bradford tomorrow.
Right.
He sent me a picture. They're on his washing line prepared for tomorrow. So, big up Accrington, Stanley. Come on, smash them.
I mean, on a real one, it'd be nice if we both went up, wouldn't it? I think,
Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
It's a shame that Walsall kick off at 3 because there could have been a scenario where we're all celebrating on pitch together.
Yeah, but we're kicking off at 1.
We're kicking off 12:30.
Yeah.
Right, everybody.
I don't like early.
Sorry for the podcast being a bit short today, but I want to say thanks for Becky, Haru, Harry, Lee, and other people for joining. If you like what you're hearing, the Chickens on the Loose podcast is on all podcast services, from Apple Music to Spotify and even iHeart Radio in America, so feel free to listen over there. Also, small Facebook page, Up the Chickens on Facebook. Just search Bradford City Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal every match day and Super 6 every year. Also, follow me on all socials, Chickens on the Loose. We'll be back, don't worry, at 8 o'clock-ish live on TikTok, where it's going to be going a bit longer for the EFL Chit Chat show. Thank you for everybody for coming along. Hope the Bantams absolutely smash Doncaster tomorrow. Believe, Bradford, you can do it. Like Ted Lasso says, believe. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.